everybody.
So good we do two intros.
Well, the first one, it helps when you actually press the start button instead of just, hi, how is it? And, whatever. But there we have it. There we have it. There it is. And now I'm trying to find this piece so we can be live on Instagram as well. And we are good. Phew, I think so. Yeah, we are live on Instagram. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for being here. Welcome to Mystical Monday Musings. Whoop, whoop. And we are live. We are here. We are seeing all of you being here. And thank you. My name is Elias Petrus. I am on the West Coast. So good morning to everybody. And I am an intuitive motivator and psychic medium. And I am always so happy to see my co-host and friend, Laura Worcester, on the
East Coast. Hello, everybody. I'm in New England. I'm an intuitive medium, and I always love to connect with my good friend Elias every Monday, 9 a.m. his time on the West Coast, 12 p.m. Eastern time.
Yes. And guys, please like, follow, and share our YouTube channels. I should have done like this in the morning because
you weren't a theater kid, right? No?
Of course I was. Here's a funny thing. Not that you all came here for intuitive messages, but just to let you know, I wasn't allowed to do high school theater because you know why? I hated gym. I hated gym so much that I ditched gym 86 times my freshman year. So as a punishment, I couldn't be in theater. I know my homeroom advisor was a jerk. So yeah, so guess what? I did community theater instead. So, and I had so many good friends there in different ages. So it was a lot of fun. Let's say good morning to everybody. Good morning, ICP chemist. Thank you for being here. Mandy, hello. Maria, hello. Jean, hello. Dorothy, hello. Chris from Iowa, hello. Sister Sledge, hello. Diane and Dorothy. That's a lot of ditching. It is. It is a lot of ditching.
I would ditch it.
Good afternoon. Thank you for being here. Yeah, it's a lot of ditching because as an only child, you're talking public showers. What? Oh, hell no. Hell no. And then getting that towel smacked on your butt as you're walking by. No. Who does that?
Right.
I don't think the girls do that in the showers. No.
No.
Anyway, I was traumatized.
You feel better?
I'm 60 now and I still can remember it, everybody, like it was yesterday. Anyway.
Welcome to Elias's morning therapy, everybody.
It all started when I was
morning,
I make sure that we're on Instagram. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Thank you all for putting up with my morning therapy. Thank you so much. Janet Zavala, so good to see you. Veronica from Sweden, thank you so much for being here. Elise, thank you so much. I love when we have international people. It is so cool. So cool. All right, we are live on Instagram. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Why can I? There we are. Oh, so cool. All right.
Oh, little bit of a delay. Huh?
I can see you. Leash. Hello, Alicia. Good to see you. Thanks for being on Instagram. All right. Are we ready, guys? You ready?
Ready.
Let me ground myself after my therapy session. Okay. Go ahead, Laura.
Okay, so I'm going to pull a card for everybody. But while we're pulling our card for the week, each one of us, if anybody has a question that they want to ask, feel free to drop it in the comments. It doesn't have to be intuitive advice. It could be something about mediumship or intuitive connections, things like that. We'd love to talk about all that. So feel free to.
Guys, Laura is an amazing educator. She's an amazing educator. She is phenomenal. When I was several years ago when we were in Virginia taking a class with the late uh, oh, she's such a beautiful person.
Janet No Havoc?
Janet.
Yeah.
Yeah, no havoc. She's just such a nice lady, and John Holland, and that's where I met Laura. And Laura has helped me. She was the very first person that when I decided to get a divorce, she talked me through that, and I'm always so grateful for that. I can't even tell you. Really helped to shift my world. So I'm so appreciative of that. And I wouldn't be where I am today, married to the one. So thank you for that.
I'm so happy for you. I really am.
Thank you.
You deserve all the happiness in the world.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I was put in the boys' gym because I had a boy's name. See, this could be morning therapy, everybody. High school morning therapy. That's what I'm talking about. Jamie, thank you for being here. Isabel, thank you. Guys, hello, Phyllis. If you are new to us, let us know that you're new and let us know where you found out about us. You know, if you've never heard of us, welcome, welcome. And if you want a good giggle or morning therapy, just join us every Monday. What deck are you using today, Laura?
I am still using, I just keep getting drawn back to this deck. You know, the Angels and Ancestors Oracle cards. I love these. And oh goodness. Okay, so the card that I pulled today was Peacekeeper. Let go of the need to be right. All right. So it's, you know, you know what you know what you feel is true for you. Reserve your energy for times that can actually make a difference, is what I'm hearing here. So be careful about where you spend your energy. You know, trying to convince someone that you're right versus they're not right. But only reserve that energy for where you definitely can make a difference. So there you go. The white buffalo behind her. So
see, now this is how bad you can tell that I was an 80s child, you know, for my music in 90s, 80s and 90s. So when she said buffalo in my ear, I'm hearing, we're sitting here on the buffalo stands.
I know exactly where you're going with that. I love that song. Ain't a cherry.
Yeah, we did not get a chance. That's what Laura and I were talking when we were co-facilitating the retreat last time. I'm like, we need to go out, like listen to 80s music. I'm like, that would have been so much fun.
It would. Yeah.
I am using again Denise Lynn's soul coaching oracle deck, and sometimes if I'm feeling drawn, because sometimes I just hear John Holland in my ear. So John has this really cool deck, you guys. It's a pocket. Look, I got Greek sausage fingers. I don't know about all you, but it fits in so well in the hand. Look at how, and they're really great cards. So I may use these as well. But the card that I chose from Denise Lynn's deck is, look at this one, guys. Miracles. It's a beautiful card, and I want you to hear this. You are the miracle. I want you to hear that really clearly. You are the miracle. You keep on saying, I'm looking for a miracle. I'm looking for a miracle. I'm looking for the miracle. I've done it. I've been there. I've been to that desperate place. We're still continuing with Monday therapy. I've been to that desperate place, and the answer is within you. You are the miracle. When you allow that information to come through to you, it's like, oh my God, it's a miracle. But the being stuck or the can't or the negative talk that you're saying to yourself, that stops it from happening. That's why when miracles happen, it's because your faith and your belief in you, God, universe, spirit, whatever you want to say, GUS, God, universe, spirit, Gus. When you allow Gus to work through you, all things should. Did you like that, Laura? You can borrow that.
I heard Gus Gus. Sorry, I mean,
the miracles happen. So trust that. Hi, Faye. Thanks for being here. Phyllis says that card hit the spot. Fighting with cell phone company, knowing I will not win. Yeah, for Laura's card, yes, definitely. Definitely. I love that. Reserve your energy where you can make a difference. Exactly. Good morning, Carson. Good morning.
Person.
Uh, Lily, we said good afternoon to you. Chris says beautiful card. Good. Uh, Lana from Minnesota. Hello, thank you. I don't know why I had to say Minnesota from Minnesota. Thank you so much. That's good. Hippie Chick says, I love miracles. Yep. David Merrick, thank you for being here. If you're looking for real estate in Washington, please follow David Merrick. Step lightly, thank you for joining. Appreciate it. So, guys, if you have a question, not the like, I want a general one, but something, get a little bit more specific. Get a little more specific. What can we help you with? Maria says, I recently had an aha moment. Gus has been working in my life a long time.
Oh, wonderful.
Good. Really, really good. Um, I find, I'm going to ask you guys, this is interesting. How many of you use Oracle cards? And do you pull one every day? Do you just say, what's my message for today? Kind of like what we just did. Do you
Mhm.
pull one? That's question number two. One. Question number two is, do you pull another one because you don't like the first answer?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
Uh,
Maria. A lot of people. Good.
yeah, that's good. That's excellent. What about you guys on Instagram? Kim says, will I learn the lesson I'm going through? Because I don't want to go through this again. And she says, I threw out my cards.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Okay. So could we change the will question to something different? Will I learn the lesson I'm going through? Because hippie chick, you've heard me on the Tiki Talk. I'll say, do you want to? And clearly you want to learn the lesson, but
Right.
what do I need to know to move through the lesson? How does that feel for you? What do I need to know to move through the lesson? Let me know if that resonates with you to ask it that way.
Yeah, that's a good way to phrase it. We've got a few other questions coming up as well.
Good. Excellent. 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 Yeah, hippie chick says better. So let's do this.
Okay.
Let's go that way. We're gonna say see when I get in that mode, I forget what I just said.
Yeah.
Um, whatever I said, that's what we're that's how we're gonna answer.
So what do we need? What does she need to know to move
What do
through
you need
this?
to know through
That's
what do you
okay.
need to know through there is nothing in this chai tea. Let me tell you, there's no caffeine, no nothing. Um, what do I need to know to move through the lesson? Okay.
Okay, so hippie chick, here you go. Here's one. Magic Guardian, unlock the magic within. So it's a reminder, um, you know, what oftentimes when this card comes up, and I know it doesn't look like what I'm going to be saying, but I'm just going to say when this card comes up, it's a reminder that the process oftentimes is the answer. What you're learning as you're going through even if you haven't figured out the whole thing or the whole scenario or the outcome or anything like this, is every step every day gives you a little bit more information to work with. So every day you've got some magic within to work with to move you in that direction. So what I would say, rather than saying, am I going to learn this lesson? Every day ask yourself, what do I need to know today? What do I need to know today? And ask yourself that. And I know you threw out your cards. So you can't pull any cards anymore. But sit in the quiet for a few moments and just ask yourself, what do I need to know today to move through the lesson I'm trying to learn now? And you might be surprised by the answer you receive back and what you feel the need to do. And trust that intuition of what you feel you need to do. And it may seem completely disconnected, but as you and I would this is a great time to journal, because there's going to be things as you're going through the process you're not going to be able to really see the connection, but in hindsight you'll be able to look back and say, now I understand why I felt the need to do this or this that day, or um, until you move through the lesson that you're learning. So I hope that helps.
She says she follows, I'm learning the lessons, follow my rules. I never used to use cards. I stopped using my intuition. So
Mm,
Laura brings up a really good point for you and everybody else. if you're not using the cards, stop and get into the quiet.
Yeah.
And then if you're if you are an overthinker and you're like, okay, what do I need to know today? Okay, I've got to get the kids picked up and I got to wash the dog and I've got to do, and that's happening. Then write down, dear angels, dear spirit guides, dear grandma, whoever it is, whatever it is, what do I need to know today? Thank you. As if the answers are already coming to you.
Good. Good
Right.
advice.
And
Yes.
this goes with that gratitude. So thank you for the lesson. I am grateful of moving forward as if you are, as if you are. I am grateful for moving forward. I hope that helps. Um, I used to have awesome intuition. I started to rely on cards. So here's the thing, Laura, this is a good point.
Yeah.
I know, but everyone else on here needs to know. You can do this without these.
That's
We all,
right.
right?
Mhm.
This is just a tool, wouldn't you say?
It is. It is. And it serves a purpose. It might be a different purpose for everybody. But I know that when I was first developing, after I had my like weird wake up call, and I'm definitely an overthinker, and I think I love information. I'm everything. So what I found by using cards, it engaged my logical side of my mind so that my intuitive mind could be a little bit more accessible to me and more obvious to me. So while I'm engaging my left brain by looking at the cards and reading the cards, other information would be coming through, and it allowed my brain to kind of quiet that down so that I wouldn't have to. It would be saying, "Why am I seeing this? And why am I seeing that?" and overthinking everything. So cards do serve a purpose, and they actually can help you, especially if you like me, and it really helped a lot.
And I know we've got a couple other questions on here. Isabel, you're in the market for a new deck. I mean, which any of the ones that Laura and I are using, and I'm telling you, if you want to, this deck here, John Holland's deck, you can put it in your purse.
Yeah.
Put it in your purse. And look, sometimes the cool thing is, look, it's magnetized. Another deck can stick to it.
Dear.
Okay. So, well,
There's-
not
the one
no.
I'm using today is also a pocket deck. So
Oh,
awesome.
see? Nice. Very nice. Um, and it all depends, what are you drawn to? You have to look at what you're drawn to. Like,
Yeah.
you could like the person, you could like the author, you can be drawn to the picture. Sometimes if you look at it, like I would go on there and look at some of the samples. If it resonates with you, take it. If it doesn't, sometimes you might like, oh, that's a really pretty picture. And then you go through some of the cards and you're like, ugh. And I've done that a few times.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh no, 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 no.
Has to feel
Um,
right. Yeah.
yeah, it doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
We had somebody, Susan, you asked, what is the lesson that I need to transform now?
Ooh.
Hmm. What is
Hmm.
the lesson that I need to I like the transform. What do I need to transform now?
Okay. Okay? Okay? So let's see. What is the lesson that you need to focus on today, Susan? Okay. All right. So let's see what we have coming up here.
Agree. Also, journaling allows you to look for repeated messages with the week to be cognizant of gratitude. Yeah, yep. I like
Okay.
using cards and putting them out as visual reminders. Okay, excellent, Susan. So, transformation. Hmm.
All right. We've got the Sage card coming up for you, Suzanne. Be devoted and committed. So it's just a reminder that if there's a practice that you've been considering doing, or something that you haven't really committed to, but you're really feeling drawn to that, it might just be a reminder to renew that commitment to that spiritual practice that you're doing. Now, a spiritual practice doesn't have to be sitting cross-legged with, saying Om for like an hour a day. If that works for you, if it works for you, beautiful. It could just be a walk, just having in your own thoughts with nobody to talk to, no phone, anything, just with your own thoughts. It could be simply reading something that inspires you for half an hour a day, anything like that can be a spiritual practice. So,
Thank you. I hope that helps. And I'm going to give you a really quick one. Healing. Transformation is always moving through stuff. You are getting better each day. So each day you are healing as you acknowledge what you've been through.
mhm,
As you acknowledge what you've been through. Okay.
mm.
Um, let's see. Checking on Instagram. We're good. Hi, Christina. Hi, Lori. Let's see. Dorothy says that's awesome. Okay, so Lori, you've been with me a long time. Is Roger serious or just playing games? So if you call up Miss Cleo, what do you think she'd tell you? So let me change this message. Is Roger questions like these guys, and I know you've been through a lot. I get it. So who would have that answer? Us or Roger? We get programmed the correct me if I'm wrong, Laura, if I'm speaking out of term here. Uh, but the Miss Cleos love this kind of question because then you are so drawn to them because you can't get through the day or get through a problem without them. What Laura and I do is we are helping to empower you to see and move through the things that you need to do or for. Communication is the most important thing. We're afraid of rejection. We are afraid of being wrong. We are afraid of judgment. So that's why we assume and we don't take action. I think God, universe, spirit wants us to take action. So, what's the old saying? God helps those who help themselves. If you want to say, "Hey, I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying this, but I want to know that you're serious." And actions will speak louder than words. What do
Yeah,
you think, Laura, on this?
absolutely. It's, there was a time when we, especially women, we just kind of a bit more passive as far as letting things just happen and kind of just ask, absolutely ask, like, and be very clear about what is it that you want. And um, and if there's a problem with you doing that, then you're not with the right person. I'll tell you that much. If you can't have that conversation with somebody, and then they can respond in a way that is either reassuring or clear or not feeling like they're playing games, then you're not with the right person. So I'm not saying whether Roger is or not the right person, but that's something you have to decide for yourself. But it's not time for any kind of ambiguity here. Just ask, be really clear about what you want.
And that's what we're here for, guys. Laura and I, yes, we can give our vibe, right? But also it's about re-questioning the question to get the best answer for you because this
Yeah.
is about educating how to ask the question to align with the message from spirit, right? And Lori, all the best to you, girl. You're a smart girl. Just don't be afraid to ask. And I'll have to tell you, Laura brings up a really good point. Excuse me. What?
Yeah.
Excuse me. Thank you. Because in my past relationships, do you know that when I came with confrontation, like, oh my God, my stomach would be in knots and I would want to almost throw up because I was so afraid of losing them. You
Yeah.
know that when I have to talk to John, not John Holland, my John, when I have to talk to John, I don't get that feeling. I'm like,
Yeah.
here's what it is.
Big
Here's
difference.
right. Huge difference. Huge. Christina also says, single with no dates or anything. Do I have the love of my life coming soon? So, Christina, let's change this a little bit. I'm an amazing woman and I cannot wait till the one comes to me. I am so freaking awesome that I am not settling for four, fives, or six. I'm barking on the truth.
The truth.
I'm not settling for four, five, or six because I see myself as an 8.5 and I'm going to put myself out there because my I'm calling in the one that vibrates at my level or higher.
That's right. That's right.
Amen to that, sister.
And medicine mother, honor your inner knowing. So to sort of go on for Suzanne and Christina, no, stay with what you know is right for you and what's healthy for you in a relationship, and don't accept anything less than that. And just it's worth the wait. It is absolutely worth the wait. And also, um, sometimes when we're on the dating scene, and not that I've been on the dating scene. I've been on I've been with the same guy for almost 4 decades, but just by the clients I've been talking to. So, we kind of go in with the objective, finding the one that's going to be there forever. Why not go into the dating scene just saying, I'm just going to go and enjoy myself. I'm going to meet new people. I'm going to enjoy meeting new people. And then, if you go in with that kind of objective of just enjoying the connections that you'll be making and getting to know new people, that it kind of takes the pressure off of finding the one. And then in the same time, you're enjoying the process. So, yeah. So there you go. I hope, and I just feel like that it feels like when that happens, when people kind of approach dating that way, it comes in with a different vibe, that you're open to adventure, you're open to meeting new people, learning new things. And that's so interesting to a lot of people, and it'll actually draw more people to you. So go with that.
Welcome, September breeze. See, now I want to be like, September breeze makes me feel fine. Okay. Um, so let's see. Dorothy says, what do I need to focus on this week?
Dorothy. Okay. All right, Dorothy, what do you need to focus on this week? Let me see. Ooh, shapeshifter.
Hmm.
Love this card. Transform and unveil your gifts. So this might indicate that you might be feeling, it's almost like, even if you're not going to school, like I know that around like the end of August, a lot of people feel like, oh, there's a sense of newness, right? Beginning something new, starting a new chapter, a new, maybe something new to learn. So that might indicate that you might be feeling that right now. Like, what is the next step? What is it that you want to learn? So the shapeshifter card, obviously, you can be more than one thing. That's what I keep hearing here. Your focus can be more than one thing. So I'm curious if you're already have a really strong focus on one thing, but you're kind of feeling drawn in a different direction. But just know you can be more than one. You can be more than one. You can have more than one focus in life. So I'm curious if that has any resonance with you. What do you have, Elias?
Well, and Dorothy said she said okay on other social media to mention it. So Dorothy's one of my coaching clients. So, we can talk more about this next time we talk, but it's kind of like exactly what Laura says, and I'm going to, because I know, Dorothy, you know me too well since COVID days. So open a new window, open a new door. Look at this opening. So like Laura said, what is it that there's so many choices for you. And I'm going to say this: put yourself as number one choice first and move from there. Okay. I hope that helps. Let's see. Thank you. Resonating gratitude. You're welcome. Suzanne, you're welcome. Michelle says, I'm hoping to physically move next year. Will signs present as to which direction I need to head for my highest good? Thank you. So let's just put that on hold for a second, because Christy says, believe I'm going through a transition. Does it literally just hit you one day? I'm going to tell you from experience. Oh yeah. And if you don't listen, it then is like, I could have had a V8. It's kind of that kind of a feeling. And if you still don't continue to listen, you'll still get bigger signs until you're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
So yeah. All right. Going back to Michelle.
Yeah. Okay. Which direction will signs present as to what direction? Absolutely. Yeah. I for some reason right now I'm feeling like obviously you're asking this question, so this is probably true. Um, that there isn't a lot of pull, like really strong pull in any direction at this point. But I do feel like it might be hmm, curious, like April, I see there's a little bit more clarity as far as what you want to do and what direction you want to go in. And I just pulled a quick card for you, Stargazer. Set your sights higher. So keep your options open and don't downplay what you really want. Okay, as far as even if you're not sure what direction you're going in, stay focused on what is it that you really want in life. Okay, and that will help you receive some guidance for that. Do you have anything?
Yeah, just to add to it, and whatever brings you peace.
Yeah.
Whatever brings you peace, like, you just feel so I'm telling you, when I moved from Illinois to here, it brings me peace. There's a road that I take, when I wanna go to Costco the long way, because literally I live 3 minutes away from Costco, but if I wanna take the scenic route and go all the way down and then come all the way up, that little road brings me such peace,
Mhm.
and every time I come home from traveling somewhere from a retreat or something, and I come home and I because we live 20 minutes from Portland, I get off at the airport, and then I cross the bridge that connects Oregon to Washington. There's Mount Hood. Every time I see that mountain and see all the greenery, I'm like, "Wow, I live here. Wow." And it's never stopped. It's never stopped. Every time I see that mountain from wherever I'm at, it brings me such peace to be here. And actually, Chicago, if you guys haven't been there, it's kind of like a New York vibe-ish to it, wouldn't you say, Laura?
I'd say so, yeah.
Yeah. And it's just the energy is very chaotic. So there's such peace for me here. So go someplace where you feel that home is always within you, but where you feel that peace. Feel
Yeah.
that peace. I know we've got a couple others and we're kind of running out of time. But yeah, Michelle says, I love my childhood home, but the neighborhood is getting bad. Yeah, I hear it. Dorothy
So
says, interesting. I've been thinking about making changes on the farm. Good. Excellent.
excellent. Yeah.
Um,
One from Christy that would be really a good question for you. Yeah.
I lost my mom recently. I'm an only child, and I'm really struggling figuring out who I am without her. I feel so lost. Christy, mom died in 2000. Dad died in 2001, the day after her birthday. So, as an only child, as an adopted only child, and having older parents, it's 25 years later, and there are days like, I don't know, for the Catholics out there and the Greeks out there, you'll understand this. August 15th was the Annunciation of the Virgin Mary when she goes up to heaven, right? It's a big holiday, and my mom used to love that holiday. Do you know that I sat and looked at this picture with my morning meditation and I started crying like it was the day after she passed? So there are many days grief, and Laura can speak to this, but grief is changes and no one can tell you. So I'm going to say this, and please know this is said with love, whether you hear it or not, or believe in it right now, depending where you're at, do something always that celebrates her. If you make something that she's made, if you like to play the music that she likes to play, if you have her perfume and you want to smell it, if you have something of hers that fits and you want to wear it, if you want to remember a funny story, share it. As only children, we need to keep that memory alive, and it's really, 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 really important. I tell my mom stories a lot on the TikTok. So, and I sometimes am like, "Oh my god, here you go again, Alliance, yucka, 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 yucka," right? But people wanna know. People wanna know. So, right here, right now, Christy, what's one great thing that you remember about your mom? What's one great thing that you remember about your mom? Christy says, I have a similar one of her and my dad that I look at every day. Um, I talk out loud to her. I have a beautiful picture of her that I talk to. That's awesome. That's awesome. Um,
Mhm.
I don't know. Was your mom really into, not to give you a reading, but was your mom really into 50s music? Like, I don't know why I'm hearing, let's go to the hop. Oh, baby, let's go to the hop. Oh, darling, let's go to the hop. Okay. Her kindness. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Mhm.
Suzanne is saying condolences, Christy. Cherish the precious memories you always. Yes, yes, that's true. Christy says yes. All right. So guess what? Guess what for today? Today, go put on some 50s music. Go to the store, buy a poodle skirt. I don't know. But no, go outside and hula hoop. Hula hoop. Hula hoop to some 50s music. Okay. Um, do something that she knows that she's gonna get a good giggle out of. She's like, she'll gonna look at you from above and go, Christy, really? And then giggle. I mean, it's so much fun. There is stuff that I realize that my mom does that I do, and I'm like, oh my God, I just pulled my mother thing. It's like it just makes me laugh. It totally makes me. My mom, when she wanted to make a point, she used to do this. Hang on. And she, right,
Exclamation point.
she's like, why aren't you listening?
Attention.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
that's
So,
funny.
and it's funny, or my mom would laugh and make no sound. Like I would tell her something, she's like, I'm like, breathe. She's like, oh, it's so much fun. And then she loved Reese's peanut butter cups. So I say it in memory of her, but I have a Reese's peanut butter cup, at least a package or maybe four, because I'm really remembering her. Right? Do something. All
Yeah.
right, everybody. Thank you for listening and thank you for lifting Christy up, everyone.
And my dad listened. My dad loved doo-wop music and Cab Calloway and things like. So when I want to be close to my dad, I will play doo-wop or Cab Calloway or something. And
I love Cab Calloway.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's really good. I liked him when he was in the Janet Jackson video.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Yeah, see?
I
I
totally forgot about that.
I loved it. I
Yeah.
loved it. Remember, everybody, all of you are intuitive. All you have to do is shut out the chaotic noise and listen within. God, universe, spirit is talking to you every day. We just have to pay attention.
That's right.
And go visit Laura. Laura's got some stuff coming up, don't you?
I do. I do. I've got some online classes coming up for the fall for anybody who's developing Medium. So I've got 2 classes coming up. You can go to my website, lauraworcester.com. I also have some DEMs coming up in the Boston area, North Shore and South Shore, coming up
In the
next week.
Boston area.
Good.
Anything in Methuen? I just like saying it.
Yeah.
Anything-
Yeah. I've got 2 things in Methuen. I've got September 5th. I have a demonstration of mediumship, and September, too far ahead. September 5th and September 6th, and I have a class, a day-long workshop on Saturday, September 6th, called "You're Awake, Now What?" So for anybody who's kind of feel like they need some direction, or they just feel the need for understanding their what they're going through as far as a spiritual wake up, it would be a good day to spend with us. So come along. What about yourself? What have you got?
Um, I've got I'm going to Atlanta, everybody. So if you're in Atlanta,
Mhm.
come visit me August 26th. August 26th, if you download on Instagram, or not on Instagram, sorry. If you download any podcasts on any of your podcast channels, How Do I Do This Podcast with Ryan? You'll hear me on Tuesday at 8 a.m. Eastern Time on the 26th. Also, if you download the app, pardon me, Fox 5 Atlanta, I'm going to be on the Porsche show at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. And then if you're in Atlanta, I'll be in Alpharetta, Georgia. I'll be in Alpharetta, Georgia, doing messages from above, angels, spirit guides, your loved ones, and that's an event. I'm also doing private readings the 23rd and the 24th in Atlanta, and it's all on my website. It's all on my website. And thanks, Mandy. That's that. But hey, Selena. Lana says, this is so uplifting. Thank you. You're welcome. And we're here every Monday, guys. Even when I'll be gone. Yes, when I'm gone, we'll be there. Oh, wait. Yeah, I'll let you know, but I think so. They asked me to film another podcast in person and do a mediumship on air live, which is making me a little nervous, but
You'll be great. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna do wonderful.
it's we'll see. We'll see. I mean, we're always crossing our fingers. Jamie Williams, hi. Thanks for popping on Instagram. All right, guys, remember we're here every Monday. Trust your intuition. Follow us, like, subscribe. That helps so much on social media, more than you guys know. And sign up for our newsletters. Just go to our websites and sign up for our newsletter. I hope you have a beautiful day, whether you're in the afternoon or in the morning. Oh, morning. Just let us know. And welcome back for next Monday for more high school memory.
Gym, gym
Airplane.
class skipping.
Be well, everybody. Check out our outro video because I like it and it's kind of fun. So
You did a good job on
have
that.
a good day, everyone. Be well.
Bye.